And here we go to episode 1, or the pilot episode of AxolTalks. Don't know if that fixed anything, because Discord's still bugging the fuck out. Yep, Discord's bugging the fuck out, but you know what? Let's roll with it. Alright, welcome to the pilot episode of AxolTalks. I am really excited, because this is probably the closest thing I'll ever do to a commentary video. Because I don't feel like editing a commentary video. So yeah. We'll actually start out with, I got a little bit of news, actually. Actually, before we start with any of that, maybe we should actually, discuss a few things about the podcast, because I haven't discussed anything about this. Alright, so, basically. Oh my god. Yeah, so, this is just gonna be, this is just gonna be a podcast where I, give my opinion on things, as all podcasts, do, I guess. Mecha Kevin, chill. Chill. Chill in the podcast chat. Alright, yeah, as I was saying, yeah, so, also, I will have to delete those messages, that is pretty fucking bad. Yeah, as I was saying, it's just gonna be a podcast where we talk about, interests that we all probably have, and where I give dumb takes. So, yeah. Welcome to the first episode of Hearing an Axolotl give his stupid and shitty takes. Well, not shitty, they're just stupid. Alright, so, let's actually start with something you might have seen. And I say might, because, I don't know if you guys are big in the, Pokemon Go scene, but there's been a huge outrage recently. A tremendous outrage in that community. So let me actually pull it up on Twitter, because it's actually insane. There's been a huge outrage over this. Oh, I actually gotta do this on stream. Hold on. Forgot to add Google Chrome. I'm actually stupid. Let's see if I can actually do this properly without fucking up everything. I sneezed, but no one heard it. Well, at least I don't think anyone heard it. You aren't gonna hear my sneeze today. Or ever, for that matter. No one's gonna hear my sneeze ever. Alright, anyway, let's actually get back and add Chrome, because this is really important. And this is how we're actually gonna do this. So if I can't add it, then that would suck. Okay, that's not what I meant to do entirely, but you know what? That works out. Scale this up. There. And now if you're wondering why we're on my YouTube Twitter page, it's because I'm going to quickly self-promote. Because why not? Okay, so. Yeah. Basically. Follow me on Twitter, because why not? I do dumb things. And sometimes I tweet dumb stuff on my other Twitter account. And yeah, that's really it for now. So, let's actually look at this. I believe if I search up Hear us, Niantic. Yep, here we go. There's been a huge outrage recently in the Pokemon Go community. If you don't know why, it's because in the Pokemon Go community, well, actually, I should probably screenshot this on. I'm gonna screenshot this on Discord as well. Actually, no. I want people to watch my stream. If you want to see the visuals, you gotta watch the stream. There, I found a way. I found a way to get viewers. Okay, yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, huge outrage recently. Basically, if you don't know what's happening, pretty sure if I go to Niantic's Twitter page, you should be able to see. Please tell me that it's on here. But no, it might be on the Pokemon Go thing. Because this is actually really, really bad for a lot of players. Yep, here we go. There's been a recent change to a huge portion of the Pokemon Go community. Because one thing that they're doing. So, about the Pokemon Go remote raid passes. Basically, they are nerfing them to the fucking ground. Remote raid passes are basically gonna be almost useless now. They're still really good, don't get me wrong. But, basically, if I scroll down here, they want to encourage people to go back outside, but only thing is, a lot of people can't go outside, if you think about it, because there's people that live in rural areas that can't do a lot of raids in person, people with disabilities, just people who don't have time, so, yeah, really kind of sucks. But, anyway, as I was saying, yeah, they are changing a lot of things. This has caused a huge outrage, like, an insane outrage in the community. Like, people have been planning on literally deleting the game, deleting everything that they have in the game, because of this. And it's actually really bad for both parties. It's bad for both Pokemon Go and for the players. Because not only does it... Oh, let me fucking decline these cookies. Yeah, not only does it affect Pokemon Go, it also affects, well, obviously the players. It ruins... So I'm gonna resize this really quickly. It ruins a lot for the players. It's just really sad, because Pokemon Go is a great game. I mean, relatively, it's a relatively great game. It's not like the best game, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's the best game ever, but it's a pretty good game. I play it a lot. And yeah, they're nerfing remote raid passes. People are gonna have a much harder time remote raiding, and playing the game in general. So yeah, they're adjusting the prices to remote raid passes. Instead of like about $3 for 3 of them, which is about $1 USD for one, which is already like, if you think about it, if you do like 100 of those, then you're spending like quite a lot of money. Yeah, so they're raising the price to 525 Pokecoins, which is about $2 per raid pass. Doesn't seem like a big change, right? Like, sure, it's annoying. It's a price change. Like, it's gonna be really fucking annoying, but yeah, it's not that bad. But here's the bad part. They're going to be limiting remote raid participation, which means you'll only be able to do 5 remote raids per day, and that really sucks because a lot of people play the game and they really just, like, rely on remote raiding. Otherwise, they can't really, like, do anything in the game, which absolutely sucks. So, yeah, 5 per day. That's basically nothing compared to, like, how many remote raids are actually done by most people. Yeah, so that's pretty much the basics of it. That's like the basics of it. Yeah, so there's a whole movement on Twitter called, hashtag #HereScientic. Everyone, and I mean everyone, has been covering this. It's insane. Like, a lot of Pokemon Go YouTubers have been covering this. Many people have been trying to boycott the game. Like, if I go here, you can see this reads, "Dear Niantic, we are writing to you on behalf of your customers, the Pokemon Go community. We want to start off by letting you know that we love Pokemon Go. Not just Go, but the Pokemon franchise in general. We are and always will be passionate, loyal, and vocal about our thoughts and concerns. We want Pokemon Go to succeed, and we want to be able to play the game we love, for years to come. Unfortunately, we, as a whole, feel unheard. Time and time again, our questions go unanswered. Our concerns are not addressed, and most importantly, our needs are not taken into proper consideration. As of now, we are specifically referring to the April 6th Remote Raid Pass update. We do not agree with your decision, and the majority of us want you to know that limiting remote raids to 5 passes per day will harm rural trainers who lack adequate local community support, trainers with disabilities who physically cannot get outside to play, trainers who have severe social anxiety who struggle mentally to get outside to participate in in-person raids, trainers who work night shifts and cannot participate during the day, single-parent trainers who are managing children, a household, and a career with minimal time to spare. And most importantly of all, the remote raid changes will limit our global interaction with our trainers who have developed tight bonds with over the last 3 years. Every former trainer has equal and every right to play and enjoy Pokemon Go. At the end of the day, the world has evolved since the pandemic. The landscape of working, playing, and interacting has evolved and changed. Trainers now work at home. Through the new work/life dynamic, rich remote raiding communities were built. These communities were just as viable and strong as in-person communities. These communities are unique, special, and one of a kind. And we know that from the bottom of our hearts that there is equal room to have both types of communities flourish simultaneously. Basically, people are mad about this, right? As I already said. They're upset because a lot of these people can't go outside, they don't have time to play. The price increases are annoying, sure, but mainly it's just like the limiting. Like, if they didn't limit it, then people wouldn't be complaining as much. And it really sucks because it is true, many people don't have the time, many people don't have the ability to go outside, and it's really gonna hurt everyone. Hey, page 2. If Niantic's goal is to get trainers outside, reward players significantly for doing in-person raids. Reward, guaranteed XL candy. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a little mechanic where once your Pokemon has hit its max level at level 40, you can use XL candies to get it to level 50. And these XL candies are very, very rare. They are very sought after. So giving them to players would significantly help, just as this person said. Increase Lucky Friends odds during the first time in-person raid interaction. Basically what that means is, if you don't play Pokemon Go, once you max your friendship with someone in Pokemon Go, there's a 1 out of 64 chance every time you interact with them, every day, after that point, you become Lucky Friends, which means you can do a Lucky Trade, which means when you trade with that person, you get a significantly better Pokemon with better IVs, and it's also much cheaper to power up, which is really useful in a lot of cases. And also offering premium items such as incubators, star pieces from in-person raids. Offering premium items would be a amazing benefit to people doing in-person raids, because if, like, normally right now, like, I have done quite a few in-person raids. Right now, the most you can get that you could consider a premium item is Poffins, which help you out with your buddy. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not much. I do a lot of in-person raids. I have gained quite a lot of Poffins. I don't use them too much, so I got, like, I don't know, 50 right now, which is apparently not that much, I don't think. Yeah, so offering more than just Poffins would be amazing to many people. It would definitely encourage, like, a lot more people to go outside, like, those that can go outside, that is. Incentivize the in-person raids, but do not take away and squander what we've built globally over the past 3 years. With our remote raids, the opportunity to attend live events to meet with our global Pokemon Go friends will not be as enticing, exciting, or robust. We, as a global community, did not want the remote raid issue to... Hold up. Let's actually go back and loop that. There we go. Yeah, as I was saying, we as a global community do not want the remote raid issue to come to this point. But, as already mentioned, we are not heard. We are sad, distraught, and discouraged because our interactions with our global friends will no longer be free to accommodate for every type of global Pokemon Go trainer. Please, for the second time, hear us, Niantic. Talk to your community. Talk to us. Let's have a discussion. The answer is beyond creating scarce limitation for remote raids, but creating a rich, incentivized environment to encourage local community congregation. Sincerely, the Pokemon Go community. Yeah, so, another reason that's speculated as to why Niantic wants this is because, sure, remote raids have been earning them quite a lot of money, like an insane a lot of money. Because people have been doing them like crazy over the past couple years because of the pandemic. It's just like really useful. Like you don't have to go outside. You don't have to meet up just to do one raid. You don't have to get like 10 people. You can just like invite people you find on Discord, which is what I've been doing. Like invite people on Discord, maybe go out with a few friends. Yeah, it's a really like good solution to a lot of the problems that people have been facing. But the other reason why that's been speculated that Niantic wants this change to happen is most likely because they are earning money based on how much you go outside. So with their feature Adventure Sync on Pokemon Go, it basically tracks where you are, right? Tracks where you are in the world, and it collects your data, which I don't know what they do with your data at that point, but pretty sure they just sell it. Yeah, pretty sure they just sell your data at that point. So it really sucks because, you know, I don't want to say they're doing it all for profit. Like they have a point. Their values as a company are to get people to go outside, right? Those are their values. But at the same time, hurting remote raiding isn't going to help anyone. It's just going to make all the problems a lot worse. It's really just hurting everyone in general. Like I understand that as a company they want their values respected. I completely understand that. But they're not helping anyone by doing this. So yeah, I'm just really hoping that we can all find a solution as a community, that any Pokemon Go players in chat. Really hoping we can find a solution that works out for all parties, which is really what this person said in this like in this thread. This is like the ideal solution, pretty much. Like incentivizing in-person raids. Sure, maybe the price raising on the passes might do something, but limiting it to 5 raids per day is going to be seriously harming the raiding community. And yeah, that's my opinion on it. It's really just bad for everyone. It really is just bad for everyone. And I really don't like the changes. Like, many people don't like it. There's some people that are like okay with the changes because, you know, they live in big cities, they go out a lot, they don't have problems. They don't have any problems with it, but yeah, most players are not happy. And you can see if I go down a bit, people are willing to uninstall the game, delete all their Pokemon, basically reset everything. Let's see if I go into the replies. Have you been managing to get Master League XL candy? Oh yeah, yeah, XL candy really hard to get unless you do basically in-person raids, right? So that sucks. Trainer Club over here, big Pokemon Go YouTuber. He's been advertising this petition. A lot of people have been doing this petition actually. Yeah, people are signing it. They're trying to get they're trying to get many people to come together. I haven't signed it yet. I don't think I will sign it. I don't want the change to happen, but I don't think people deleting everything is is going to do everything, is going to like change anything, because Niantic is a big corporation. They are not willing to listen. I might sign this, but at the same time, it's not that I don't want to. Like, I'm perfectly okay with signing it. I just don't feel like signing it. That's really it. Unfortunately, this might not change anything, because Niantic, as said earlier, is a massive corporation. They don't have to listen to anyone, which really sucks. Back onto the trainer club's perspective. I believe a lot of Pokemon Go YouTubers are doing this as well. Mystic7, Pokédex released a video. Right here. This is, I believe, from a fan. I believe. Hey Billy, I just watched your video about remote raids. I'm super bummed, bud. I don't overuse remote raids, but having real-world mobility issues limits my in-person access to raiding. I know this is something you all have brought up to Niantic before, but they are basically creating a tax for people with mobility issues. It's really disappointing. Yeah, so there's been a huge outrage about this. If I go into the comments of this one thread, there's going to be people saying that they are literally going to delete their accounts, which I honestly don't believe. It seems like cap for the most part. But yeah, okay, there's a lot of people retweeting hashtag Here's Niantic. If I go onto Pokemon Go, the actual Twitter page, you'll see there's a lot of outrage in these comments. I believe right here. Yep, from this one. I personally like this goofy meme, because the corporations are trying to reach out to the. This is basically an r/fellow kids thing. This has r/fellow kids all over it. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, there's a lot of people complaining. There is an insane amount of people complaining in the comments, which I completely understand. Also, this isn't the only topic we're going to be covering right now. Don't worry, I'll move on. I'm just focusing on this topic a bit more because it's really big, and honestly, it needs to be addressed. It just really needs to. Okay, let's see if I keep going down. There's gonna be people saying that they are literally going to delete everything off their accounts. If I keep going, I saw one specifically here. Yeah, people are actually gonna be deleting everything for some reason. It's not gonna help anything. It's just gonna hurt the players more. Yeah, and then there's just a ton of people like flipping them off. Which is pretty funny. Can't find the one I specifically saw, but yeah, really can't find it. But there is a ton of people saying that they will literally delete everything on their account. Where is it? I know. I swear to God, I saw it. It might have been on a similar post, but I saw it. I know for a fact I saw it. Retweet to scare Niantic. I find it funny because, like, you know, obviously they're nerfing it, so retweet to scare them. I would retweet it, but I don't feel like. I mean, I don't want to throw shade at Niantic. I don't want to like make them seem like a bad company because they're not. They're doing this like it's their values, it's their company, their game. They can do what they want, but people aren't always gonna be happy. Like, I completely understand that. Also, at the same time, I'm literally playing Pokemon Go right now. I'm not even joking. I'm playing Pokemon Go right now. But yeah, I really can't find like the exact one I saw. But many people are planning on deleting the game, rating it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here it is. It's time to strike. It's about time we, as the community, show Niantic that there are limits to our willingness to accept changes that are clearly for the worse. We're all aware of the predatory monetization schemes in the game shop with overpriced boxes and items. Many of us choose to ignore this, and the greediness of the corporation grows as a result. As such, Niantic decided to increase prices of remote raid passes with no communication whatsoever. This would be a dire change for all of us, especially rural players, and also players with disabilities, and yeah. In case this change goes through, if you hope for a better future of the game, we must take a stand. How do we rebel? It's simple. Save money. For an entire week after the change, do not use or purchase remote premium raid passes or boxes. Do as many of the in-person raids as you normally would before the changes. Make sure there's no increase. Spread the word to fellow players, but do not pressure them into doing the same. Some of us believe things that will never improve. It's their choice whether they want to try. Do you doubt the cause? No problem. Just ignore it. No need to spread negativity and it being pointless. The only language corporations need to understand is money. Understands money. If there's a visible decrease for a week after the change, we've made our point. We made our point clear. Worst case scenario, things stay the same. Niantic lost some money and we saved some. It's a win. I mean, for the most part, yeah, I completely agree. Like, it's gonna do something, probably. I mean, maybe. If enough players do this, it will do something, but it most likely won't. And here's why. I mean, you already know why. Niantic is a huge fucking corporation. Of course, it won't do anything. Like, they are so massive, and they have plenty of other games as well. It's not just Pokemon Go, but Pokemon Go is by far the most profitable game. So, yeah, I'm personally not going to do this. I want to play the game as normal. I'm sorry if I disappointed some players, but I really just want to play the game as normal. I just really want to play the game as normal. I don't really want to ruin my experience because of this one change. It won't affect me, but I do feel bad for the players that will affect. Yeah, so I think that's enough from this topic. There's another topic I wanted to cover. Only thing is, I haven't gotten too much info on it. So let's actually go back to the homepage. I believe it's, oh, Turkey Tom's been tweeting out. Goofy out Turkey Tom. Let's see. Let's actually go back to my homepage really quickly. And I believe it's something to do with Arc 2. So, Studio Wildcard. Let's see if I can find it. Studio Wild Card. Yeah, there we go. No, that's not them. Is it? No. I don't think so. I think it might just be Wildcard. Not sure I searched up Studio Wildcard. Is that them? I don't think that's them. Yeah, that's not them. Okay, what about the Arc Survival Evolved account? Arc Survival Evolved. Yeah, there it is. It survived the Arc. I thought it was a wild card. Yeah, so recently, Arc has had a bit of drama recently because their roadmap that they released, which shows their progress on the game. I believe, is this the roadmap? Yeah. Right? No, this is not the roadmap. Wait, no, this is the roadmap. Actually, I don't know if this is the roadmap, but, yeah, apparently, Arc 2 has been delayed by a lot more, I believe. Where's the roadmap? Because this roadmap is actually seriously important. Yeah, so, yeah, they are delaying the game again. Plus, they're gonna price the game, apparently, I don't know entirely if this is true, but they're pricing the game at $50, I believe. Which is significantly more. Actually, it's not that much more, but it's like $20 more than Arc 1. Which Arc 1 always goes on sale. Okay, so this is all just fan art, I think, right? Yeah, I think this is all just fan art. Where's the roadmap? Yeah, it's all just fan art. I can't find the roadmap, which is like one of the most important parts of this. But wait. I've been hearing a bit of news about this community crunch event. I don't entirely know what it is. I was in the Arc. I was like a bit more active in the Arc community a bit ago, like a while ago. But now I'm not as active, so I don't know all the events. But what I do know is that a lot of people have been upset at Wildcard, and I believe Snail Games as well, because the roadmap that they published. I really can't find it. Okay, Arc Survival Evolved Roadmap. Come on, it's gotta be right here, right? It just takes me back here. Okay, honestly, I'm gonna go back there. I'm gonna go back there. I can't entirely find the roadmap. Yeah, roadmap. I'm pretty sure that they already released it. I'm pretty sure. if I remember correctly, they released it on they released it a couple months ago. Oh wait, no, this is the roadmap part. Okay, now for the roadmap. After careful consideration, we have decided to delay the sequel's launch to the end of 2024. Yep, they delayed it by an entire year, I believe. It was supposed to come out in 2023, sometime during the summer, I believe. Yeah, they pushed it out. They pushed it further. They pushed it back a year and basically a year and a half, basically. So we got about a year and a half longer when it will still launch exclusively on Xbox, Game Pass, Windows distribution, Steam PC. Yeah. So they've said that they've put much thought into delaying Arc 2. I personally don't entirely believe that, but honestly, we won't find out if it's in good nature or with good intentions. But yeah, so why the delay? Yeah, they're working with Unreal Engine 5. I believe at the time they started making R2, they were working with Unreal Engine 4, so now that they got to move everything onto Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, so Studio Wildcard has been hard at work, I would assume. And I believe they've also been under fire recently because they've been underpaying their workers recently, I think. Like something came up recently where it's been like found out they were underpaying workers or they've been overworking workers. And yeah, it's just like it's kind of nasty when companies do that. It's just really nasty because they're overworking people who can't always be there working and stuff. Like it's not they can't just dedicate their entire lives to this, or like their most of their lives, because they have a life outside of work. Yeah, so there's that. There's been quite a bit of outrage with that. And then there's one more topic I wanted to cover. How long have I been streaming for? Good 40 minutes. All right, so good 40 minutes. This last topic should be fairly quick. All right, let's actually go back to the fish tank for a bit because I gotta pull up a page for this, and I might just do gameplay in the background. Let's actually do this. This one's kaiju related, by the way. So if you were hyped for the kaiju related segment, then here we go. Let's see. I'm gonna be using Dangerville's video for this. So yeah, you might have just heard a little bit of the intro, because I don't entirely remember everything, and I'm definitely going to, not remember everything, but I believe there has been info for Godzilla and Kong, which is the sequel to Godzilla vs. Kong. There's been a little bit of info. And I say a little bit because I don't entirely know how much of it has been leaked. There has been very little of it. Very little. That's all I'm going to say. Like, an extremely low amount of info. Let's actually go back here. Alright, gonna pull this up really quickly. Dangerville. I was gonna do this on an incognito tab, just for spice, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. Okay, let's actually turn down the undertow music as well. Actually, let's pause it entirely. Yeah, oh, there's been even more news. I didn't even realize. It was really 7 hours ago, so that's cool. Let's see, gonna hide that. There we go. Wasn't prepared for this, but you know what? We're gonna work with this anyway. So yeah, we got some GVK news. Oh, no, it's a GVK game. Ooh, all right. Yeah, so GVK game. Well, not GVK. It'd be more GAK? I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be. For now, I'm just gonna say Godzilla and Kong, or maybe just GVK. Yeah, there's been quite a lot of news for the kaiju scene. New Godzilla comic and some GVK news, GVK game. That'll be really interesting. Let's actually skim through a few of these because I know, like, I saw the comic video. Then there's the, I believe this figure. Yeah, there's this figure episode. And then the game. Let's start off with the comic. This is actually gonna be really good.
Fans
Let's skim through a bit.
we're most excited to hear about, and that is, of course, Godzilla's appearance. First off, personally,
Pretty
well
sure the
done to
comic.
the art team
Where
here.
is it?
Especially
Godzilla. Here there be dragons. This is apparently is taking place during GBK game is just pinball. No, man, I was hoping for something better than just pinball. Why pinball? Okay, well, yeah, maybe I won't go over that video, but yeah, Godzilla. Here there be dragons. I'm also really excited for this. I really like I really like the comics. Like well, I think one of my favorites I believe was Godzilla in Hell. Yeah, so yeah. It was like pretty good. Yeah, so Godzilla Here There Be Dragons. When is this coming out again? I completely forgot the date was mentioned. Also, there's a bit of a comparison between Final Wars and this new comic Godzilla, so maybe they are the same incarnation, which would be interesting. There's also a bit of a map leak for this is one of the pages I believe right here. There's gonna be some returning kaiju. There's gonna be Mothra, Ghidorah, Rodan. I believe giant squid. Yeah, so there's some big names right there. There's some pretty big names. Um, this looks like, not gonna lie, this looks like Manda. It might be, it might not be. Yeah, so there's quite a big name, quite a few big names. There's gonna be a few other returning kaiju. Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty interesting, honestly. What else is there? There's a bit more. I don't entirely know when this is releasing. All right, this is what we know. Let's actually watch this segment really quickly.
writer Frank Thierry has this to say about his experience working on the project so far. What could be cooler than a Godzilla tale with pirates? Here There Be Dragons
Yeah.
is a lost voyage of Sir Francis Drake, told through the eyes of a crewman facing execution.
All right, so basically it's just it's from the POV. You have someone who's basically gonna die, which is actually gonna be really cool. What else is there? When is this releasing? I don't think we know when it's releasing. We just know that it's we just know that it's coming. Yeah, so apparently this is also this might have elements of the older Godzilla. Oh, here's some art. Here's some art for it. I like this. This is actually really cool. Like the art is really well done for this. It seriously is really well done. I don't think we have a release date. Yeah, at the moment we don't have a release date. That sucks, but we're probably gonna get one soon. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Oh, here's a Godzilla figure. News.
Just a little bit
Like,
better.
skip
or
ahead a bit
worse.
more. Skip ahead to the figure parts. Right about here.
First, Naoya stomped onto the scene not too long ago with their affordable but articulate Godzilla figure that was actually
Oh yeah,
really
this one.
beautiful.
I was talking about this on Discord a few days ago. So I think the original Godzilla the MonsterVerse figure was made by SH Monster Arts, I believe, is the name of the company. Yeah, but then there's this one, which is apparently more detailed, and it's also just cheaper. It's 70 instead of, I believe, 100. Let's actually go back. I think it might be back here. No, it's
So beautiful that
Yeah,
it's
keep
making
going.
all the other figures green with envy. That sculpt was possibly even more accurate than both NECA and SH Monster Arts.
Yeah,
But
apparently it is
the
more accurate
cheap
than
The
SH Monster Arts.
Godzilla figures usually
Ooh.
cost around $70, sometimes more, depending where you
Okay,
get them
no,
from.
okay, so
Pretty
it's
sure
like
mine cost like
70.
£100 after I paid for shipping from America.
Alright, so it's about
The
70.
Haya figure is $50 and actually is
Oh, really?
more screen
$50?
accurate. You can see here it's pretty much
Ooh.
one-to-one with
I like this figure. I really want to get it. I don't know when it's dropping. I think it might have already dropped, but this is gonna be a really cool figure. Honestly, this is like really gonna be a cool figure. Um, really excited for when it drops. I believe they're also doing a Ghidorah figure. I think. I don't entirely know.
with his appearance in Godzilla vs Kong, and plus this figure
Okay,
comes with a
it's based
heat
on.
ray as well as a cool.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Wow. They gave him his atomic breath on the figure. This is actually gonna be really cool. Then this is gonna be a really cool figure. Plus, it's cheaper, like $20 cheaper. That's actually really good. Like, sure, $20 might not be much, but honestly, to most people, it actually would be something. It actually would be something, especially for like those who like have to deal with shipping. Those who have to those who don't have much money. Like this is gonna be really really good.
Turquoise paint job, which does a pretty good job at imitating
So I like the
look from the film.
yeah
I
the
don't
paint job is
normally
actually really
like
good.
this because it just makes him look like he's got some kaiju disease, but this one looks nice. And one thing to note is they've actually improved on the neck joints, because in the older Haya models there was separation in the joints, but now they've been fixed, so the neck looks less jarring.
Ooh, okay, yeah. This is definitely way better than this. What is that? What the hell is that thing? No, this is just an improvement. This really is an improvement.
Looks less jarring. Haya isn't only doing Godzilla though, because they're also making a
Ooh.
Ghidorah.
Yeah, I knew.
figure.
See, I knew they were
Slowly,
making one.
It's a thing of
This is gonna be a really good figure, I think. But I think the SH Monster Arts one might be much. No, I think it is much better. It's definitely much larger, from what I've heard. I don't have the figure, but I've heard it's definitely much larger. I believe it's 2 feet wide compared to this. So it's just much better.
beauty. This thing is
Yeah, but the
stunning.
Godzilla one
More
definitely I'd
accurate
be
than the
getting
SH Monster Art
I'd definitely be getting the Godzilla Haya figure. But I for this one I'd have to think about it cuz I believe this figure is I don't know, $100. The SH Monster one is 200. But I really want a bigger figure cuz the bigger the better and it's cooler. Like sure this one's more accurate, but I kind of want a big figure because it's cool, and if something is big and it looks scary, then it's cool. All right, let's
figure,
actually continue.
and also significantly cheaper. This is $120.
Oh, 120.
While the Monster Arts figure is a whopping $230.
Okay, wow. It's basically half the price. Okay, maybe maybe I will have to go with the higher figure, but the SH Monster Arts one, as said like twice already, much larger, much cooler. Not as accurate, but the larger, the cooler, because that's how things work.
In all fairness, it is smaller, with a wingspan of 22 inches compared to the Monster Arts' ridiculous 2 feet wingspan.
Yeah. So I was right about that. Monster Arts has a 2 feet wingspan, and the Haya has like 20 inches. So that's actually a pretty big difference. I'm pretty sure. I don't entirely use the I believe the Imperial system. I don't know. Yeah, it's not entirely my thing, but then at the same time I'm pretty fucking dumb, so so it's not just that. It's not just that. But yeah, this I'm really excited for these figures. But mainly the Godzilla figure.
For a detailed but affordable Ghidorah figure, so I'm happy that Haya is feeding my sickening addiction. Up next, we have a new SH Monster Arts Gamera figure.
Oh yeah, the Gamera figure. I almost forgot about this.
Upcoming Netflix series, Gamera Rebirth.
Oh yeah, I also want to talk about this. The Gamera Rebirth series. I'm actually really excited for it. I'm not sure if it's already dropped yet. I haven't been up to date entirely, but um, yeah, I got my Netflix account ready. Gonna binge watch the thing as soon as it drops. I'm really hyped for it, and I kind of want to do a review on it as well, cause I haven't bothered to like look into the Gamera series as much as the Godzilla series. Like, sure, I like Gamera, like it's a really cool concept, but I think Godzilla is just like I don't want to start an outrage, but Godzilla is just a much better franchise in my opinion. Yeah, don't start an outrage. Don't be mad. All right, it's just my opinion. I give dumb opinions on this podcast, right? But yeah, yeah. So really excited for this. Like really fucking excited. So and I might get the figure as well. I might pick it up as well because yeah, it's a figure and I like figures. So why not get figures? Well, just why not buy figures? Just why not?
And I've got to say, he somehow looks cooler than he does in the show. Not that the show
Wait, was that the
animation
figure?
looks bad, the monsters themselves look really
Hmm.
cool, but this figure really brings out the
I
details
mean, yeah,
that have
it
just been lost in the render.
yeah it does like because here's the thing figures and like I don't know I guess you could say CG is entirely like it's an entirely different medium than I believe they're drawing out everything so it's kind of like the Godzilla anime trilogy. So it's gonna be like much better. Like this figure is just gonna be really cool, and yeah, just like he said, the figure is just gonna be a lot better, and it's gonna have more details that they missed out on, in the final product.
The more I look at this, the more it looks kind of like
Just
a more
look at
edgy
it.
take on the 2015 design, with darker, more charcoal skin and a nice green glow that looks to be leaking between the cracks, like he's just
Yeah.
filled with powerful kaiju juice. The figure looks stunning, extremely
Powerful kaiju
articulate,
juice.
as to expect from Monster Arts, and it even comes with a bunch of accessories like a
Oh, wow,
attachable
okay.
wings and a
Okay, so looks like we got yeah. We actually we're going to continue that
fun
really quickly.
stand to make it look like he's flying. This figure costs
Ooh.
$103, which isn't cheap. Maybe higher will
That's
make
honestly-
a cheaper
That's
Gamera
honestly
figure.
really cool.
I don't know. The Gamera figure releases in August of this year in Japan, which
August?
is interesting because Netflix says the show is coming this year. So did Monster Arts
Ooh.
just leak the release date?
Wait. Okay, yeah, he's got a point there. When's it coming out again? August?
Will come along and make a cheaper Gamera figure at some point. I don't know. The Gamera figure releases in August of this year in Japan.
Yeah, so August. We don't have an exact date, but that might mean that might mean that the Gamera Rebirth show is coming out in August. And if it is, I'm really hyped. I'm actually gonna be insanely hyped, but hopefully it comes out when school isn't in session, because then I won't be able to binge it. I mean, I'll have to do it on the weekends then, but I would rather not have to deal with school while
Japan,
binging
which
this.
is interesting because Netflix says the show is coming this year, so
Right,
the
skip
figure will
ahead a bit.
reportedly be releasing in the third quarter of the year, and
hope.
the Godzilla figure will reportedly be releasing in the third quarter of the year.
Okay, so the Godzilla figure coming out in the third quarter of the year. All right. So that is some pretty good news because I am gonna buy it most likely.
And Ghidorah in the fourth. So
Okay, yeah. So Ghidorah's coming in the fourth. So yeah, really excited for this.
maybe it's something to put on your Christmas lists. Okay, residents, that's it for today's news. Just some fun figure updates
think
for you that should.
There's also a Kong figure that he mentioned earlier. Where was it? I don't remember where it was. It was somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
Let's do some Godzilla first.
Right.
Now, Haya stomped onto the scene not too long ago with their affordable but articulate Godzilla figure.
Okay, so maybe they're not making a Kong figure. I don't entirely know. Well, hopefully they are, because it'd be perfect having a Godzilla and Kong figure. And I'm pretty sure. Actually, I'm not gonna say I'm pretty sure, but I'm hoping that they make a Rodan figure, Mothra figure, and maybe some more obscure kaiju. I wouldn't say obscure, but like maybe ones that don't appear as much. Like I don't know, Behemoth. What else? Skyla. I don't know. Scylla maybe. Yeah, I'm just maybe even the Queen Muto. Yeah, Destroyer figure would be amazing. Like honestly, going back and remaking a lot of, because I'm pretty sure there are figures for them, but going back and remaking a lot of them would be absolutely amazing. Taking some of the bigger names of the series, let's see, yeah, so older Ghidorah incarnations, Destroyer would be amazing, Biolante, like a lot more villains as well, because I'm pretty sure we just have one Godzilla figure, one Ghidorah figure. Yeah, so making big name heroes, big name. It's pronounced Scylla. I actually didn't know that. Scylla. That's a goofy name. All right. So, yeah. Really excited for these figures though. Really excited, and I know I said I wasn't gonna cover the pinball news, but I kind of want to cover it. Let's skip ahead a bit more. Let's go like right here. Is it just gonna be
mobile FPS game? For Skull Island, we got nothing. But for Godzilla King of the Monsters, we got.
Let's actually go back a bit. I think I missed something.
Favorite giant dinosaur and big hairy monkey. For years now, we've waited for a proper MonsterVerse video game. For 2014, we had that Candy Crush clone and a
Candy Crush clone. Wow.
20-minute long mobile FPS game. For Skull Island, we got nothing. But for Godzilla King of the Monsters, we got nothing. Oh, but for Godzilla vs. Kong, you already know where this is going. The closest
pinball game
in recent memory was the Call of Duty crossover with Godzilla vs. Kong.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
A year after the film came out,
and
it was okay, but Godzilla and Kong being there was more of a cool visual than something that actually mattered in the game, and I just couldn't stand.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Stand there for like 3 seconds just looking at Godzilla do something cool, and someone would come along and start stabbing me. I raged out so hard in that game. But out from the heavens came the rumors that a new Godzilla vs. Kong game was in production, and here we are in
it's
our
gonna be the pinball game, though,
year
isn't
of
it?
2023, and I can finally present
Skip
to
ahead a
you
bit, just
the
a little bit.
latest game in the Godzilla
Oh wait, no, he's already talking about it.
It's pinball.
the fucking disappointment on Alistair's face. I love the disappointed. I actually want to see what the game looks like though. Okay, so it's made by Zen Studios.
From the renowned pinball game maker Zen Studios comes 3 new MonsterVerse themed tables that you can waste your imaginary quarters in. Who asked for this, Legendary? We asked for a Godzilla.
Here's the thing. They could have made a another like Godzilla PS remake or something like that, including like the newer monsters, like or like newer incarnations maybe. They could have included all that. Like they could have remade the game. They could have, they could have made an entirely different game maybe. That's why pinball. They could have made it like, like another AAA game. I mean, would you call it a AAA? Yeah, I guess it was a AAA game. They could have made a AAA game. Instead, they made pinball. That's really fucking disappointing.
Fighting game? What is this? What is this?
Wait, hold up.
Godzilla and Kong fighting game?
Is this really what this is really what they're doing? Really?
What is this?
Why?
What is this? In all fairness, they do look pretty cool, and I'm sure.
I mean, it's like okay for pinball. I don't know. I've never played pinball. I
actually remember this being announced.
Well, no, I have, but I don't fucking like pinball.
One of the Godzilla vs. Kong games release. Does anyone else remember that 7 levels Godzilla game that was announced? Where's that? So let's
don't remember that one, but
the pinball tables.
But first, please.
Okay, let's actually skip ahead. Sorry, Dangerville. I don't want you plugging your merch on my stream.
Orcs, warbats, and skullcrawlers,
and
that's Kong themed and is set in the whole
Kong pinball. Alright.
And we get to see Hellhawks, warbats, and skullcrawlers.
I mean, it's
and
like
at the center of it all is Kong, and we see him fighting off the other Titans.
For pinball, it's like
cool visual. There's also a nice moment where the Hollow Earth gravity tips you upside down, like in the movie, which obviously makes the game more challenging, which I think is a nice touch.
I mean, yeah, I guess that is a nice touch, but Is that really the only mechanic that's gonna be like
The
affecting it?
Godzilla table, which looks to be set in Hong Kong during the nighttime sequence when he came ashore. The glowing
I absolutely love that scene. The Hollow Earth drilling scene. That was honestly one of my favorite scenes in the movie, because it's just really cool.
dorsal plates on each side makes this one look real nice. It seems that for the majority of this table, that Godzilla and Mechagodzilla are just kind of
Ooh,
stood
wait,
there.
why is
And I
Mechagodzilla
assume when
gonna
you
be
get
there?
a certain amount of points, they fight
doesn't
each
make
other.
much sense.
I don't know anything about pinball. Leave me alone. The next one we get is the Godzilla versus Kong table.
Oh, and then
which
this
is set
one's
on
the
Tasman Sea during
GV, the
their
actual
first
like
encounter.
GVK thing.
This one's pretty cool because we
This
can just
one's
see
like
them
actually
beating the hell
Godzilla
out of
and
each other
Kong
for the
fighting.
duration of the match. And at one point, Mechagodzilla comes out. I don't
What the
remember
hell?
that happening in the movie, but it's pretty.
So yeah, this is like, I don't know. Like, sure, it's gonna be an okay game, I guess. Like, it's at most okay. Like, it's pinball. No one's really excited for it. Like, sure, it's Godzilla, and it's Godzilla themed. It's gonna have a few cool mechanics, cool visuals, but it's just pinball. I don't get the hype. It's just pinball. Not really hyped for it.
Pretty sick
I
to
might
see
play it.
nonetheless. Once
Yeah,
that
I might play it on stream if it's like, I mean, it's obviously gonna be free. There's like no way that they're charging people like to download this.
happens, Godzilla and Kong team up to take down Mechagodzilla.
They could have done this in they actually could have done this in Hong Kong. Instead they fucking did it in the wrong place. This is not Hong Kong. This is where Godzilla and Kong should be fighting, not Godzilla and Kong fighting Mechagodzilla. This is why. Why,
Out of
man?
all these three, my favorite is probably the Kong one, since we get to see him fight a bunch of other titans, which is
I guess
very cool.
I guess the
I just think it's
fighting that Warbat animation was like really cool, I guess.
Coolest looking board as well.
He just,
with all
like,
those
absolutely
hollow earth
punched it.
rocks. You know what would also be cool,
He
legendary?
destroyed it.
A fighting game.
Yeah, that's what we need. Alistair's face is basically what I'm doing right now. We need a fighting game. We don't want fucking pinball. We want a fighting game. A fucking fighting game would be
Godzilla
much
vs.
better.
Kong pinball game releases as an add-on for Pinball FX, and
An add-on? Really? An add-on. Okay, so yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a mobile game, but no, it's definitely gonna cost some money. Actually, now, yeah, a better version of KU would be so interesting. Like an actual like licensed official version. I actually have to check this out now. Okay, so Pinball FX. I'm gonna switch the screen over. Let's see. Let me share my Steam thing. Because this is actually, where's Steam? I'm honestly just gonna have to just show my entire desktop. Oh, yep, I'm just gonna do that. Let's be quick about this. Wait, no, I could just do this. Never mind. I'll just remove that. And then re-add it. Okay. Yeah, so really sucks that, where is it? Okay, so Pinball FX. I don't think it's that one, is it? Is it really this one? Is it seriously this one? Okay, there's Zen Studios. I don't think I don't think it's available to pre-order, so I can't see what it be on. Like I can't see what game it would be on, but really, why pinball? I'm really just disappointed. This is like really fucking disappointing. Why pinball? Zen Pinball Originals, is this it? Pinball FX3. These are all just DLC. Yeah, these are all just fucking DLC. So it is gonna be on this one. Man, really? For this shitty game? Why? Not hyped. Not hyped at all. Absolute shit.
And will be coming out April 13th, which is actually super close. So
April 13th. It's the 5th right now. We've got 8 days. Actually, no, if you think about it, it's pretty late. So we got like 7 days in a couple hours. God damn. I don't want to play. Actually, you know, I kind of want to play it on stream just to see, like, I don't know how bad it is. Like, it's pinball, so it's already gonna be pretty bad.
if you like pinball, then this game is for you. But most people will still be waiting for a game where I can punch Monkey in the face. I might check.
Yes, I want to do that.
And animations do look pretty cool. What do you
Yeah,
think of the
I mean, like,
console of it?
the visuals are good. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, they're not good. They're like okay. The visuals are okay, but I don't know, man. Not excited for this whatsoever. I still will play it. It's like the whole Garden of Banban thing. A lot of people played it even if they weren't excited for it, because, you know, it was like free clout if you played it. But yeah, not excited for this whatsoever. You know what? Because I'm not excited for this, I should change my expression so I look like I'm not excited for it. Not excited whatsoever. Yeah, not excited. Not fun. Gonna be absolutely shit. Yeah, not hyped. Yeah, so that's that, right?
Pinball machine.
Is that it? Yeah, that's all
Takedown
it is. Yeah, not really excited. Well, in fact, I'm not excited whatsoever. It's literally only Godzilla themed, and that's like the only. Oh, it's literally only Godzilla themed. That's the only upside. Godzilla themed with some cool mechanics, not mechanics, visuals. But then other than that, it's just not really good. It's just pinball. It's fucking pinball. So yeah, not worth it. Absolutely not worth it. Hopefully, because I think pinball FX3 is free, but this is gonna cost, I don't know, $15, I would assume. Yeah, absolutely not worth anything. Just pinball. If you want to play pinball, you can make your own fucking pinball and just theme it Godzilla themed. Yeah. So, not excited. I'd be surprised if someone was excited. Maybe, I don't know, crazy pinball fanatic. Personally, don't know anyone who plays pinball, so don't know who'd really be excited. Let's actually get some background music back on. Let's change my state. There we go. Yeah, so not excited. Like, seriously not excited. But yeah, there's that. And I think that's all I wanted to cover for today. Yeah, pretty sure that's it. I don't entirely remember. So yeah, that's really just it for now. Thank you so much for watching the pilot episode of AxolTalks, the first and only podcast where you get to hear an axolotl give his stupid takes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'll be changing the background, by the way. The background won't just be the fish tank. Or it might be. I don't know. Yeah. But everything might change, honestly. I'm kind of experimenting with this still. Like with this whole PNG thing, then doing the background, changing it to, you know, something actually, I don't know, decent. But yeah, that's really it. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I'll be doing this on Sunday as well, so every Wednesday and Sunday I'll be doing it, by the way. So yeah, if you want more of my stupid takes, then, you know, come back on Sunday. Same time. Probably. Yeah, that's really it. Thank you thank you so much for watching, and I'll see ya in the next one. Alright, bye.